Welcome to the Old World First Impressions / Review series, where I'm going to upload about 3 videos a week, just going over the armies of the Old World. Now, most, if not all, the videos at the time you watch this are actually uploaded already behind my members only wall. So if you are impatient and you want to see another video now, and you don't want to wait for the next one to come out on YouTube here, just go ahead and click on the playlist, see if the one you want is already available. Most of them are there, and real soon they'll all be there. Click on that and join the channel when you watch it right now. Otherwise, let's get into the review.
All right, I'm gonna do the high elf realms.
It's high elf time.
These are the kind of elves I hate.
Everybody kind of loves these elves. All right, characters: 1 high elf prince or archmage per 1,000 points. 1 dragon mage or handmaiden of the Everqueen per 1,000 points. Core is elven spearmen, elven archers, sea guard, reavers, and silver helms. If your general is a handmaiden of the Everqueen, Sisters of Avalorn will be taken as a core choice. Otherwise, things are where you expect them to be. Sisters of Avalorn, lion chariots, sky cutters, phoenixes, great eagles, bolt throwers are rare. Everything else is pretty much a special.
Yep.
All right. So high elf lord, 130. You know what? I'm not gonna assume you watched the Wood Elf one. Weapon skill and with skill 7.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah. Strength 4, toughness 3, 3 wounds, initiative 6, 4 attacks, leadership 10, 130 points. Initiative 6 because elves, 1 for 2 reasons, have the 2 points, have their initiative reduced by 1 across the board.
Yep.
But it makes sense why. We'll explain why if you haven't seen the other elven videos yet. High elf lords and nobles, like princes and nobles, have strikes first.
Yep.
They strike initiative 10 anyway, so they don't care about the initiative 6.
You can get full plate on a...
Yeah, dragon armor is effectively full plate.
Oof.
So you have 2 armor save elf on a horse. Noble is weapon skill with skill 6, strength 4, hero level character stats.
Yep.
70 points a model. Ithamar weapons, strikes first, and valor of ages. So now we're going to go over to special weapon or special rules.
Yep.
And point those out.
Ithamar weapons.
Ithamar, which I think is.
I got it here.
Yep.
When engaged in combat, a model with this special rule that is fighting with hand weapon may reroll any rolls to hit of a natural 1.
Rerolling 1s to hit. Love it. With a hand weapon. Is it a hand weapon?
Note that this special rule only applies to single non-magical hand weapons and does not apply to a model's mount.
Booerns.
Using 2 hand weapons or any sort of weapon, this special rule ceases to apply. So it's like the dwarves. The dwarves have a similar special rule.
Kin by bow of Loren, longbow, hand weapon, grape, lance if mounted, heavy armor, full plate armor, all these basic lordly things.
Yep.
High elf mages are 155 points for level 3, 30 points to make a level 4. You know what? That's the same as everybody, basically. 80 points for a mage, that's level 1, 30 more points to make them level 2. They can take battle, elementalism, high, and illusion.
What's their armor save?
Nothing. Why?
Oh, they have no armor save?
No.
Okay, cool.
Wizards don't. Wizard, not the general. This guy has a 1-track mind. All he thinks about is what else. Ithamar weapons, Lilith's Blessing, Lore Safri, and Valor of Age. Lore Safri is signature spells from this book. Lilith's Blessing, if I remember correctly, is once per turn when making once per turn, a model with this special rule may reroll a single failed casting roll.
Okay.
Let's look at the signature spells in this book. So whichever spell they choose, or lore they choose, they can swap to the lore of... where? I just lost it. Lore of Safri. So they have Hand of Cain is a Assailment with a casting value of 8.
Okay.
It's casting combat, obviously, because it's an Assailment. A single enemy model the caster is engaged with suffers a single strength 4 hit with no armor permitted. It's only 1 save, though.
So it's no save. One hit with no armor save.
Yeah, but ward and regeneration can be taken as normal. That's really bad. That's the worst one.
Do you have any ward or regeneration on the Lord or Noble?
You can get one with the magic items.
Okay. Are you going to spend the
but
magic
of all
items on ward and regeneration?
Maybe. I haven't been a big fan of the Assailment spells as a whole. No, they've been pretty good. But this one's bad. It's only a single strength 4 hit.
Yeah, it's in close combat. I'm already challenging you.
And it's 8 to cast. Okay, Hand of Cain seems bad. Courage of an Aryan. Enchantment with a casting value of 10, range of 15, remains in play. While this spell is in play, the target friendly unit gains the Unbreakable special roll. This one is amazing. If the spell is cast, the effects of any other enchantment expire.
Yeah.
This spell may target a friendly unit engaged.
Yep.
Vol's Making is a hex with a casting value of 11, so this is a high when it cast. Range of 12. The spell can only target enemy characters. However, it may target enemy characters that is within range and the caster can draw a line of sight to. So a character within 12 that they can see. Can even hit a character that's engaged in combat. The casting player chooses a single magic item carried by the target. The magic item is immediately unmade, rendering it completely useless. The chosen magic item cannot be used for the remainder of the game.
Can you do that to runes?
Yep, these then become magic items.
Okay.
I would think. All right, so those are high mages. All right, dragon mages are 275 points for an elf that is strength 3, toughness 5 because of the dragon, with 6 wounds, initiative 5, 2 attacks. The dragon itself has 4 strength, 5 attacks because it's only a little baby sun dragon.
It's only a little baby.
They also have light armor, Dragon's Fire, Wicked Claws, and Dragonic Scales. Counts as full plate armor.
Level 2 wizard for another 30 points.
Yep.
So over 300 points.
305 points, but you're going to make this thing. Can be take battle magic or elementalism. Remember, it's wizard on a dragon with reasonable saving.
Would you rather have a level 3 or level 4 wizard?
I played a game with multiple level 3s and they were fine.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, you can't have a level 3 here, just level 2.
Yeah, but I can also buy level 3.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if a level 2 wizard is that much worse than a level 3.
No.
No?
No, not at all. It's only one casting and dispelling.
But
that's it.
The higher your wizard's level makes dispelling
by
right?
1.
But if you
So you add your wizard level to your spell roll.
Yeah. All right.
Dragon armor, which is a special rule that we had to go back and check. If I remember correctly. No, I'm not going to guess.
Not in special rule. Oh, there it is. A model with a special rule is a 6-up ward save against any wounds suffered. In addition, a wizard with a special rule may wear armor without penalty.
Because wizards can't wear armor and cast spells. Dragon mages can. The problem is, well, one, you have Blessing of Assyrian. Where is that rule? Wait, where's that rule?
Blessing of Assyrian? Is a model with a special rule is a 5-up ward save against any wounds suffered that were caused by an attack that has the flaming attack special rule. Close
order, dragon armor, we already covered that. Elven reflexes, fly 10. Here's the problem with dragon mages. Impetuous. Deal for more weapons, so hand weapons rerolling 1s to hit. Large target, Little's Blessing, so reroll 1 field casting a turn.
So large target is what, like +1 to hit at range?
No, large target means you can pretty much always see him.
Okay.
Yeah. Stomp attacks D6, Swift Stride, Terror, and Valor of Ages. I'm still going to bring this unit, but I don't know. The Dragon Breath weapon is Strength 4 AP 1, and the Wicked Claws are Strength 5 AP 2.
Okay, Valor of Ages, unit special rule may reroll any failed panic test caused by taking heavy casualties or by being fled through by a friendly unit.
Yeah, that's the Elven rule of Valor of Ages across the board. I think everybody has that.
Okay.
305 points. You're mostly playing for the dragon.
Yeah.
I'm going to use them. All right, Handmaidens of the Ever Queen.
These are like the magic bow ladies, right?
No, this is the character.
Oh, okay.
The handmaiden, yeah. So weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 7, strength 4, toughness 3, 2 wounds, initiative 6, 2 attacks, leadership 8, 65 points. You have the Bow of Avalorn. Page 187, I believe it said. The high level section seems to be actually quite big. Bow of Avalorn are range 30, strength user, I guess. AP nothing. Armor Bane 1, magical attacks and volley fire. Okay, not anything great there. And light armor. Can buy heavy armor for 3 points. Boo boo boo. Arrows of Isha.
What are the arrows of Isha?
Any bow, longbow, shortbow, or bow of Avalorn carried by a mob with this special rule has the Armor Bane 1 special rule and Armor Piercing 1. So they have AP 1 and Armor Bane 1.
Yep. She also has the Horn of Isha. Single use, during the command sub-phase of their turn, this character may attempt to use the Horn of Isha by making a leadership test, using their own leadership, which is leadership 8 in this situation. If the test is passed, until your next start of turn sub-phase, this character and any unit they have joined gain a +1 modifier to both their rolls to hit and the rolls to wound.
Not bad.
So once per game, +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and they have the Handmaiden Spear, which is strength user, AP1, no special rules. But during a turn in which it was charged, a model using the Handmaiden Spear is a +1 modifier to its initiative against the charging unit.
Which is useless for her because she has strikes first.
Yeah.
But other models have it.
Interesting.
Ithamar Armor, which was what again? Ithamar Armor may reroll any rolls of 1 and making dangerous terrain tests. In addition, wizards can use this and cast without penalty. Oh, okay, who cares?
Yeah.
So the horn costs 25 points to buy. Nothing to talk about elven mounts here. They're just horses that move 9 with initiative 4. Ulthuan Militia. This is an interesting conversation. I want to get
You want to talk about the Pharaonic Chariot or
no? We'll get to that.
Oh, okay,
yeah, because characters. Yeah, we'll get to that later.
So Ulthuan Militia are what, like the standard infantry?
Archers and spearmen. They can be detachments and what's it called? Detachment and regiments. So spearmen can be a regimental unit, and archers can be detachments. Meaning archers can shoot for the spearmen.
And they have martial prowess.
So they fight. They can do supporting attacks from all 3 sides.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
from
right.
the sides and the rear.
Yeah, because the Eternal Guard.
So an elven spearman is 9 points a model. Weapon skill to skill 4, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8. Now they have elven reflexes, so first round of combat.
Okay.
+1 initiative. Martial prowess, that's the 360 supporting attacks.
Yep.
Regiment unit and Valor of Ages, so reroll panics on a few.
That doesn't seem too different from an Eternal Guard to me.
And they also have spears. So in the first round of combat, when they're charged in the front, they're going to be +2 initiative. Otherwise, on the charge, they're plus whatever initiative from the charge up to 3 +1 for. They're pretty fast in the first round of combat. Because you come with thrusting spears, light armor, and shields. Can they buy heavy armor? No heavy armor in this edition. That's fair. They can purchase shield wall for 10 points for the unit. That's once per game when using shields. Can do that whole
fallback in good order.
1 elven spearman unit per 1,000 points may upgrade to veteran for only 1 point per model. Now that's cheaper than you would expect because Valor of Ages covers some of the reroll leadership stuff anyway that veteran gives you.
Yep.
So you pay a little bit less for it. And then elven archers just have longbows and buy light armor.
Yep.
So archers are 10 points a model. So these are not expensive models. Well, they actually are. They're twice the point cost of any human for similar stats. But the initiative is so much better that twice the in this edition, I think these elven warriors are very much worth twice the points of a man. A leadership 8 as well is a good thing. They have to roll 9+ naturally to break from combat and flee.
Well, and they have weapon skill 4, whereas men
weapon skill
have
4.
Weapon skill 3.
Yeah. So a lot of the stats that elves have are actually key in the old world. Initiative and leadership being my 2 favorite stats.
I thought Empire infantry was 6 points per model.
No, 4.
They're 4.
4. So I would rather have. Okay, if I had a rule across the board where I can give my units -1 strength and -1 toughness, but +2 initiative and +2 leadership, I take that trade all day long in this edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but now, even though I said I like this, let's go over to the next page.
Lothern Seaguard?
Lothern Seaguard, 11 points a model. If you want to buy shields, 12 points a model. So we're looking at 3 points more than a spearman. They come with thrusting spears.
And warbows.
Command is normal. 1 unit per 1,000. You can take veteran for
warbow, 18
24.
24.
24 for warbow, 30 for longbow.
And they're both skill 4.
All the same rules as the spearmen, but they also have the naval discipline special rule.
Yep.
Check this out. A unit of the Lothern Seaguard may use a special rule when making a stand and shoot reaction. The unit can do so, makes a stand and shoot charge reaction, regardless of how close the charging enemy unit is. You can be 2 inches away, I can stand and shoot. Once the shooting has been resolved, the charging unit then makes a free redress the ranks maneuver, after which it will hold and await the charging unit. What is this? Why is there so many things they get? I don't want people complaining this is overpowered, but it might be.
Yeah.
Units that are fleeing or using close combat when in charge must have been. Oh, okay.
For 11 points.
So you take 20. You take 20, 12 if you want to buy a shield. You take 20 Seaguard, stand in the line. You shoot 15 bows a turn with a volley fire. They charge you. You shoot 10 bows because you have to fight on the front rank when stand and shoot, and then you immediately rank into a unit of 5x4 or 5x4. Why? That seems too good for 3 points over a spearsman. Hopefully, this is not as good as I think it is. Right? That seems pretty good, right? This is core.
You want me to tell you how much Eternal Guard costs?
How much Eternal Guard?
13 points.
The third guy are stubborn. And weapons skill 5.
Yeah, our weapons skill 5.
And leadership 9.
Oh, these guys are only leadership 8.
Yeah. And then their initiative, these Lothar Seeger are initiative 4. You do charge them. They're +1 initiative for charging spears in the front. And then +1 initiative for elves in the first round of combat. They're initiative 6 in the first round of combat. So even humans with initiative 3 charging in fight simultaneously with them.
Yeah.
Oh, and stand and shoot casualties count for combat res.
Yep. I don't see why you'd ever not take these guys. Are they core?
Yeah. Let's triple check that. I just double checked it. Lothar Seaguard.
Regular core?
Regular core.
11 points per model. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. So I know.
They'll have light armor?
And shields. Same as spearmen.
Yeah. So they have a 5 up armor save normal.
Yeah. That's fine this edition.
Yeah.
That's more than fine.
Yeah.
So now, if you're a Heil player or you know much about Heils, you know over the years there's been the forever struggle of White Lions, Sword Masters, and Phoenix Guard.
Right.
Let's talk about all three and find out which one's going to be the one in this edition we're all going to use.
All right, I will read White Lions. Okay, so movement 5, weapon skill 5, blitz skill 4, strength 4, toughness 3, 1 wound each, initiative 5, so higher than average initiative. 1 attack each, leadership 8, 14 points.
14 points per model.
Okay, so so they have hand weapons, Tracian great blades, which I bet are not great weapons.
Correct. No, wait.
And heavy armor.
They actually are.
Okay. Valor of Ages. Rule with Veteran. You can replace Valor of Ages with Veteran for 1 point per model. That's an interesting way of doing it, because then you're not wasting points.
I just want to point out, Games Workshop, I know what you did. Everybody else was a special weapon you printed on the same spot as the unit. For the Heils, you put them in the back, you make me work. I know what you're doing. Carry on.
Special rules, Shiracian Warriors. Elven Reflexes, King's Guard, Lion Cloak, Move Through Cover, Open Order, Stubborn, and Valor of Age. Shiracian Warriors. A unit with a special rule may only be joined by a general or character with a Shiracian Hunter or Elven Honor.
Yeah, so those honors you can buy against, you have to have that. Yeah.
King's Guard. Any model in this unit of White Lions.
No, sorry. What you said. To join the Racial Warrior rules means you can only join them if you have the honor. Or you're the general.
Or you're the
general can join without the honor.
I'm a general. Or by, and the King's Guard is any model in a unit of White Lions of Shrace that has been joined by your army's general, can issue and accept challenges. Oh, okay. So it's the same as... Everybody seems to have a unit that can do that.
Not everybody, actually. Very few, actually.
Oh, really?
But Chosen Warrior for Heresy players. The Lion Cloak, we have to go through a couple of pieces of equipment. But they're not all in the same spot, because that would make sense, right?
Yep.
Lion Cloak is prove their armor value by 1, 2 matches with 2+ against non-magical shooting attacks.
So they have heavy armor.
Do they? Yeah, they have heavy armor. Okay.
So that would go to a 4-up armor.
4 up against shooting, non-magical shooting attacks. Okay. The Gratian Great Blade is strength +2, so strength 6, AP 3. Requires 2 hands and strikes last. Strikes last. So on their charge, their strength, their initiative 5.
You go down to initiative 1.
Yep.
+3 for the charge.
+1 for being elves.
In the first round of close combat.
Yes. So initiative 5 on the charge. Initiative
which is higher than
2
most
when they
things.
get charged. Yeah.
So what would you say the strength was? Strength 6?
Strength 6, AP 3. AP 3 is real good.
AP 3 is a lot.
But now that sounds... I read this unit for the first time, like, I like this unit. We need to read the next units.
Yep. So Sword Masters of Hoeth. They're movement 5, weapon skill 6, blitz skill 4.
Hoeth.
I
know, everybody says everything's a big fight.
So they have, they're higher weapon skill than the Lions.
Same points, but weapon skill 6, yeah.
Yep, strength 3, so lower strength.
Yes.
Toughness 3, wounds 1, initiative 6, attacks 1, leadership 8.
Initiative 6.
Yeah, which is... Oh, it doesn't matter because the White Lions have great weapons.
Yeah.
So the initiative might as well not be anything. Sorry. The White Lions also have hand weapons. And they are strength 4 natively.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to...
True, but you can't switch once you picked a weapon. You're kind of stuck in.
Yeah. So they get all... So they have hand weapons, Swords of Hoth, and heavy armor. Full command. They can have drilled. Magic standard. Purchase items. Okay, so special rules. Cleaving blow. Close order. Deflect shots. Elven reflexes. Ithilmar armor. Magic resistance. Valor of Ages, and Warriors of the White Tower.
So cleaving blow is 6 to wound against infantry, heavy and regular cav, and war beasts. No armor or regeneration saves are permitted. War saves can take as normal.
So they have infinite AP.
Infinite AP, yeah. It's like old killing blow, but not instantly killing the model, just no save.
Yep.
Deflect shot, 6 of war save against non-magical shooting attacks. Elven reflex we know, Ithmar we know. They have magic resistance 1. Because they're from the White Tower, right?
Okay.
Warriors of the White Tower can only be joined by Wardens of Safri or the Lore Master Elven Honor. So, wizards.
Yep.
Now, you want to know what the, what's the weapon called? The Sword of Hoth is?
Yep.
It's strength plus 2, AP 2, magical attacks requires 2 hands. It's a great weapon that strikes initiative 6.
Yeah. Strength 5.
Strength 5, initiative 6.
So it has a lower strength, but a higher
They can literally
skill.
be initiative 10 on the charge.
Yeah.
These guys are initiative 10 on the charge.
Yeah. The deflect shots, I expect it to be stronger than it was.
That's actually how it used to be in the past.
Yeah.
It's actually very reminiscent.
Yep.
So, just the last 2 units. You want to spend points on Swordmasters or White Lions? Yeah.
Sorry. Against non-elves, White Lions might actually be better.
Why?
Because initiative 5 is plenty.
Yeah. Weapon skill 6 is kind of hotness.
It's kind of hotness.
Weapon skill 5 ain't bad, don't get me wrong.
Against weapon skill 3, which is common,
and cleaving blow.
You're hitting the same.
Let's talk about Phoenix.
And they can all take challenges.
That's true. That's true. They talk about the White Lions. All right, Phoenix Guard, 16 points a model. Weapon skill 5, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 9. They have ceremonial halberds and full plate armor. Blessing of Assyrian, close order, elven reflexes, fear, martial prowess, witness to destiny.
So they have a 3-up armor save with shield.
They don't get shields.
Oh, they don't get
Can't
shields.
take them.
So they have 4-up armor save.
Yep. They have a 6-up witness to destiny is a 6-up ward save against wounds caused by a non-magical enemy attack. Now, the ceremonial halberd. Sorry, too many pages?
Oh, and they cause fear.
Yeah. Ceremonial halberd is a halberd, but it fights in extra ranks and requires and is magical attacks. So you only fight in extra ranks when you don't charge. So it's very defensive. So it's a halberd that fights in 2 ranks. This thing is.
Don't all halberds fight in 2 ranks?
Martial, no.
I thought halberds were like better spears.
No.
Oh.
The halberds are +1 strength AP 1. Spears are fighting extra rank.
Oh, okay.
Their martial prowess means you do supporting attacks from all sides.
Okay.
So now this unit is a little more expensive. Now which one's the better one?
Swordmasters.
Still?
Swordmasters are good against.
This unit is going to have more attacks.
Cool. I'm going to kill them. Like their defense.
And they have better armor.
Enough. Cool. They have full plate armor. What's the AP on Swordmasters?
2. As
so they have a
opposed to
6-up
1.
armor save.
Yeah, but
if these guys all
I'm
fight
not
each
saying
other,
you're wrong. I'm saying
if these guys all fight each other, Swordmasters come out on top.
That's 6-up ward save and fear though. You might be right.
Leadership 8. They have a higher leadership too. They have leadership 9. Phoenix Guard have leadership 9.
I'm liking them all. Shadow Warriors are 14 points a model. Ballistic skill 5, initiative 5 elves. They have hand weapons, light armor, and long bows. Elven reflexes, evasive, fire and flee. Evasive means they can basically hide and fall back in good order and rally when they're shot at. Fire and flee is retreat and immediately rally when they're charged. Ithamar weapons, move through cover. Scout, skirmishers, veteran, and warriors of Nagaroth. Well, warriors of Nagaroth means they have to be joined by a Shadowstalker, Elven Honor character only if they want to get a character joined by them. Otherwise, they're War Machine hunters, right? Sisters of Avalorn are 15 points a model for ballistic skill 5 Elven warriors, initiative 5. They have hand bows.
Skill 5 as well.
Yep, hand bows and bows of Avalorn. It's they're just arm. We were talking about this. Armor Bane 1, volley fire. Boo. Okay, that's kind of crap.
Magical attacks, right?
Oh, but arrows of Isha, which means they have additional Armor Bane. So Armor Bane effectively 2 because they stack.
And AP1.
And AP1. Evasive ignores cover. Immune to psychology. Ithamar armor. Ithamar weapons. Open order. Skirmishers. Ooh, strikes first. They're not cheap.
If you're using strikes first with them, you've used them wrong.
Yeah. Well, if you sometimes you don't get caught.
Sometimes you go get caught. But like, it's a cool thing to have. I would rather take the strike first out and get the points for it. Get the points that it's worth.
Illyrian Reaver, 16 points a model. Pay 2. They come with a spear. Pay 2 more points. Get a short bow. Remember, short bows don't have a penalty for moving and shooting. 18-inch range bows. Otherwise,
they're not skirmishers.
You have to pay 1 point per model for skirmish, but they also pay 2 points a model to have the scout rule. Fast cab, open order, swift stride, and valor of ages. You know what I don't like?
I would pay for a skirmisher.
Are you noticing something? You noticing something that Steve really hates?
What?
I can't find any reserve move on this unit.
Ah. Yeah. So I would take the short bows and the skirmish rule every time. But that makes them 19 points per model.
It's still good, but I'm really upset that no, I would take scout, skirmish, and short bow. I take it all.
You take scout
21,
as well?
Yeah, 21 points. Without reserve move, they need it. I'm actually super disappointed they don't have reserve move. Silver Helms. Remember, these are core. Hand weapon, lances, heavy armor, and bardings. May take shields, so they have a 3-up armor save. Close order, Elven reflexes, first charge. So first time they charge, no, they disrupt the enemy.
Yep.
Swift stride, valor of ages. Otherwise, they're just Elven guys on horses, but it's a pretty good,
they're your standard shot cav.
Yep.
Like, because being an Elven guy at initiative 5 on a horse, pretty good.
Dragon Princes do better, though. They have weapon skill 5 and 2 attacks per model.
They also cost
37
14 points more.
37 points a model for Dragon Prince. They do have full plate armor, so they have 2-up armor save. They have countercharge, dragon armor, drilled. They already have drilled built in. Great. Elven reflexes, first charge, impetuous. I don't even want to read the rest. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, but they're going to crush anything they charge anyways.
No, they're not. Okay, first charge, impetuous, Ithamar barding, Ithamar weapon, Sons of Kaldor, Swift.
Sorry, is a shield +2 do any attacks coming from the front?
Nope, that's swap.
So how do you get a 2-up save from full plate? Because full plate's 4-up, right?
Yep, and then shield is 3.
Shield is 3-up.
Barding is 2.
All barding brings you another one. Okay.
So the Sons of Kaldor special rules, the special rule may only be joined by the army's general or a character of the blood of Kaldor Elven Honor. Man, I don't like the impetuous. That is rough stuff. Tyrannoc chariots are 75 points a model, strength 5, toughness 4, 4 wound chariots with cav spears on the crew. Unit size 1 to 4, but they are light chariots, so no AP on their impact. No AP on their impact.
Is that the flying chariot?
Nope, that's the regular one.
Oh, okay.
These are these are impact D6, open order, quick shot for their short bows. Oh, they have long bows and they have quick shot. Nice. Swift stride and valor of ages. They're only 75 points, so I'll bring them, but they're not the thing that they used to be. Lion chariots, however, are heavy chariots, so they move a little more ponderously. Strength 5, toughness 4 with 4 wounds, but they're 125 points. I don't know if I already said that. Close order, Elven reflexes. They cause fear, first charge, impact attack D6, but because they're heavy chariots, they have AP on their impact attacks.
Yep, they also have Shracy and Great Blades.
Yeah.
So they're hitting at strength +2.
So two strength 6 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then the line itself there's 2 lines, so 4 more strength 4 attacks. Not a great chariot.
Not a bad one.
It's stubborn. Lion Cloak, Valor of Ages, but it can be a mount. I don't know if I like the Lion Chariot anymore, to be honest with you. It's a little expensive for what it do.
I'd like to see how it performs.
What's his armor? 4+. Okay.
How many? 4 wounds, 4+ armor.
The Sky Cutter, though, is the Flying Chariot. It's only 90 points. Hand weapons, cav spears, short bows. It can have an Eagle Eye Bolt Thrower for 25 points. It's 90 points base otherwise.
Causes
so 100.
fear.
Yeah, because the rock, it's the bird. It flies 10. Impact takes D3+1. It's heavy chariot, so it has AP. Swiss Stride, Valor of Ages. The rock itself has 2 Strength 4 AP2 attacks. And the Eagle Eye Bolt Thrower is Strength 5 AP3 cumbersome, so no stand and shoot. Multiple wounds D3 shot. I like that one because it flies. Flies 10.
D3 shots, multiple wounds.
No, D3 wounds.
No, D3 wounds.
Yeah.
1 shot?
Yep.
Not bad. Blitz skill 4+.
Griffin mount is Strength 5 +2 toughness. +3 wounds, 4 initiative 5, Strength 5 attacks at AP2. 1 attack from a serrated maw. This is a copy and paste Griffin for everybody else.
Yep.
The serrated maw is 1 attack per turn, with armor main 2 and 2 damage. Otherwise, fly 9, tear, stomp D3, all that kind of stuff. Basic Griffin stuff.
The Dragons of Ulthuan. We got the Sun Dragon. Movement 6, weapon skill 5, strength 5, extra 2, toughness, 4 wounds.
The Sun Dragon is effectively what we talked about already in the Dragon Mage.
Okay, so it's essentially the same thing?
Yep.
It has...
Let's jump right up to the Moon Dragon.
Moon Dragon.
209... the Star Dragon.
5 wounds.
No, forget that one. The Moon Dragon is the medium dragon. Let's go right to the Star Dragon.
Okay, so we got +6 wounds.
There we go.
+3 toughness. So toughness 4, toughness 7.
No, toughness 3 or toughness 6. These dragons...
For the Lord?
Yeah.
Elves? Lords with toughness 4.
No, not if you got a knife here.
Pretty sure the Wood Elf Lord's toughness.
No.
And if I'm right...
Let's everybody take a moment of silence for Ben to be wrong.
Be that way. They're strength 4.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
He meant strength 4, everybody.
I meant strength 4.
Yeah, so 6 strength 7 AP2 attacks on the Star Dragon. Star Dragon has stomp attacks D6+1, fly 10, large target. Because it's a behemoth, it has AP on it, stomps. AP2 on its attacks. All the breaths are the same, strength 4, AP1.
So Dragon Fire, strength 4 -1, flame.
Oh, full plate armor on the dragon.
Yeah, full plate. Well, they all have full plate, right? Yep. Now, what's why would you take a Phoenix over a dragon?
I don't know, actually. I'm not going to lie, I kind of glossed over these. I haven't been interested in Phoenixes in a while.
Okay.
So the Flamespire Phoenix, 170 points. Movement 2, who cares, because it flies 10. Weapon skill 5, strength toughness 5, 5 wounds, initiative 4, 3 attacks, and leadership only 7. Wicked Claws, which are AP2, so strength 5 AP2. The Blazing Plumage counts as heavy armor. Blessing of Syria in close order, fear, flaming attacks, fly 10. From the Ashes, we'll read that rule in a second. Large target, stomp attacks 2. Swift Stride, and Wake of Fire, I'll read that as well. It can also be a mount. It gives you effectively +2 toughness and +3 wounds for 170 points. You pay the full points for it. Yeah. So, Flamespire Phoenix loses last rune. It's the Flame the Ashes rule. Roll a d6 before removing them all from play. On a 1 or 2, the Phoenix crumbles into cold ashes and is removed from play. On a 3 to 5, the Phoenix explodes into flame. Every enemy unit in base contact with it suffers d6 strength 3 hits with AP of 1 and the flame attack special rule. Once these are resolved, the model is then removed from play. On a roll of a 6, the Phoenix and its rider, should it have one, are briefly consumed in a ball of flame and are immediately reborn, recovering D3 wounds. That is not great.
It's great if you're playing against me. I am never going to kill that thing.
It used to be far more common to come back to life.
Yeah? It was like a 5 or higher?
I feel like that's right. I think it was like 5 or higher.
That would have been annoying.
And you rolled every turn. There's
going to be a game you have where you bring it back twice in a row.
No, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was you roll every turn. On a 2 to 5, it smolders. On a 1, it dies. On a 6, it gets reborn. And you roll forever until it smolders or gets reborn. This is one roll. Wake of Fire. To perform a Wake of Fire against... To form a Wake of Fire attack against a single enemy unit that is not engaged in combat. To do so, you fly over a unit. During the remaining move subphase, once this model movement is complete, that enemy unit suffers D6 strength, 4 hits with AP 1 and flaming attack rules.
Bombing run.
D6 attack hits, D6 hits. 170 points. You know what? That's not bad. It's only 170 points.
Okay, now what's the Frosty Phoenix?
You know what? I haven't read it yet, but it's going to be better. It's 205 points.
You're convinced before you even read it.
100% it's going to be better. It's weapon skill 6. It's strength and toughness 6. It's 5 wounds, initiative 3, 4 attacks, leadership 8.
The other one's only 5.
Wicked Claws.
35 points though.
So it's strength 6, AP 2 for combat, 4 attacks apiece. It has full plate armor, so it's better armor because it's all cold and stuff. Blizzard Aura, Fear, Fly 9, only Fear, not Terror. Why would these things not have terror? I'd be terrified of these.
Well, they're not dragons.
Yeah. Stomp attacks 2.
When there's a dragon over there and a phoenix over there, one is going to cause terror. The other one you're just kind of afraid of. But I'd rather face one than the other.
I don't know about you, but I'm not here to be all tough. I'm terrified of both.
Yeah, but in comparison.
Ooh. While in base conflict with this model, enemy models become subject to the strike's last special rule.
Yep.
That's the Blizzard Aura.
Yep. Who can mount these? Because if you put a caster on one of these, you're essentially giving a caster full plate. Right?
I don't think a caster can.
No?
This is too many things in this book.
There's a lot of things. Sorry, Steve. We'll get through.
Hand mages, dragon mages. Just give me this page. Nope. What page is mounts?
No. It's
mounted just... 160. Oh, I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Anointed of Assyrian. Oh!
Only the Anointed of Assyrian honor. Can you put that honor on?
We haven't got to honors yet. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now the answer is going to be no.
Okay.
So you have to have a certain honor to... so you need an Anointed of Assyrian honor to get a Phoenix. You need a Keldor Elven honor to be on a Sun Dragon. You need a Seaguard honor to be on a Sky Cutter. And you need a Gratian honor to be on a Lion Chariot. That all actually makes sense.
Okay. Next is Great Eagles. Pretty standard stuff. Weapon skill 5, blitz skill nothing. Strength 4, toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 4, 3 attacks, leadership 6.
Leadership 6. Used to be leadership 8.
Yeah, no, they're just on their own. They're only leadership 6. Their leadership is going to be whatever they're who's
no,
with them.
I should run them only on their own. As a mount, just plus 1 toughness, plus 1 wound for 60 points.
Yeah.
There's 3 strength, 4 attacks at AP 2, but can do 1 straight to mod attack that's armor bane 2.
That's in addition to its other attacks, right?
No, 1 attack must be this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna go hunt war machines.
So 2 attacks at Wicked Claws.
But all they're gonna do. Their leadership is not great.
Eagle Claw bolt throwers. They're 1 war machine.
Yep.
So
they have the repeater bolt thrower rule.
So they can pick what kind of ammunition they fire, right?
Yeah. I think if I recall correctly, it's D3 plus 3 attacks for a repeater bolt thrower.
So if I'm shooting against this unit,
D3 plus 3.
If I'm shooting bows against this unit, it's toughness 6. But if I'm in close combat, it's toughness 3.
Correct.
Okay. And the whole unit counts as having 2 wounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
80 points too for this thing.
And it's light armor.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's got almost no save, but it's got pretty high toughness. But only 2 wounds.
80 points. I'd probably bring them still.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at these Elven honors. Lord Master for 35 points. Can't be mounted. You become a level 1 wizard. You can choose from Battle, Elemental, Higher, or Illusion. Yeah, maybe equipped with a Sword of Hoth. See page 1. Oh, that's the great weapon that's not strikes last.
Yep.
Gains Ithmal Armor, Blessing, Lilith's Blessing, and Lore of Safri. Not bad. So you become a wizard, a level 1 wizard. I'd probably take that often. Shadow Stalker for 20 points. Can't be mounted. You get a Bow of Avalorn. You can't have heavy armor or 4 plate. You gain Ambusher, Evasive, Fire and Flee, Move Through Cover, and Scouts. Basically, it's a way of using that old name character model. I can't remember his name. The Shadow Stalker guy from Nagaron.
Okay.
use his model as he can just join like what are they called? Shades? Not Shades. Shades is the Dark Elf version. The little skirmisher guys that I hardly ever use ever. So Anointed of Assyrian. A character with the Anointed of Assyrian honor may be mounted on a Flamespire Phoenix. Okay, it says it right there. Gains Blessing of Assyrian, Fear, Witness Destiny, replaces Valor Ages with Veteran. Oh wait, who can take this?
It looks like anybody can. I've been looking over this like 4 times now while you've been reading the other ones.
You can be a Wizard Anointed of Assyrian?
The Wizard of Assyrian?
Maybe it says on... Maybe Wizards can't take Valor. You know, an honor, I mean. It may take a single honor, page 179. Yeah, Wizards can't... Oh, no, may take a single honor, page 179. Okay, so you can put a Wizard on a Flamespire.
Does it have Valor of Ages?
Yeah, everything will do. Everything will have Valor of Ages.
Okay, so yeah. You can absolutely put a...
Okay.
You can put a Wizard on him.
Blood of Keldor, so you can, if you take this, you can get on a moon, or you can get on a dragon.
Yep.
+1 weapon skill. Must be equipped with full plate armor at no additional point cost, but gains the Impetuous special rule. Why would I pay 15 points to get bad rules?
Because then you can go on a dragon. Because you can't go on a dragon unless you get Impetuous. All of your dragons are guaranteed Impetuous.
Gratian Hunter. You can be in a White Lion Chariot. They gain Gratian Gateway for no additional points. They cost 10 points for this. Warden of Safri can't be mounted. You gain the Sword of Hoth. You gain Deflect Shot, Ithma Armor, and Killing Blow special rules.
Pure of Heart and Seaguard are free.
Ooh, these 2 are free. Okay. Pure Heart. Unless the character is fleeing, all friendly units within their command range may use leadership characteristic instead of their own. In addition, this character and any unit they have joined automatically pass Panic test required to make. I'll take it. It's free.
Yeah, right.
And then Seaguard is also free. May only be mounted on a Sky Cutter, but cannot choose any other mount options. May be equipped with a Warbow for no additional points. If so, they may not take additional magic items. It gains the Naval Discipline and Rallying Cry.
Naval Discipline is good.
No, does Naval Discipline confer to other units? Can I give it to archers? Can I take this character and join...
Then it shoot at any range. And it can reform ranks.
A unit of Seaguard may use a special...
And this can join any unit. But does he...
I'll just say no.
Does he confer this? It doesn't say he confers
it
to the unit.
I'd rather just have more Seaguard anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still loving a lot of this. Alright, so magic weapons. The White Sword is 70 points. Strength +3, AP 2. Requires 2 hands. Strikes last, magical attacks, and Monster Slayer. I'm never going to pay for that on an elf. Blade of Leaping Gold is strength user, no AP. Armor Bane 2. Extra attacks D3 for 50 points. Never, ever,
the
ever use that.
Reaver Bow.
Range 30, strength +1, magical attacks. Attacks are equivalent to your attack characteristic, but there's no AP.
Strength 5.
Yeah, there's no AP.
Cool, you got a whole bunch of attacks at strength 5. You can pick off against high toughness stuff with low armor.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you know what? Because I like lances and great weapons. I actually probably would buy the Reaver Bow, you're right. Phobane, always uses a 4+, it's 20 points. So that's actually not a bad weapon.
Yeah.
Armor of Keldor for 35 points gives you 5 up ward save. Trying to find anything I want to point out. So 70 points for the Banner of Arcane Protection. It gives the unit magic resistance 3 and magic resistance 1 to every other friendly unit within 6.
Yep.
+1
armor save for Dragon Helm.
Let's talk about the Annulian Crystal. It's an item that's been awesome for a while. For 30 points, once per turn, upon successfully casting a spell, the bearer of the Annulian Crystal can choose to forget that spell and immediately generate another one, not including signature spells in the same using the usual manner.
The Null Stone make the unit you're attached to unable to be targeted with any magic.
Okay. All right, that's it. That's Elves. So I like all of the infantry.
Would you take an extra spell for 15 points?
Possibly.
Knowing an extra spell for 15 points?
No, I wouldn't actually, because there's a generic magic item called the Lore Familiar. It's 30 points. It lets you pick your spells.
Oh, you have to randomly choose your spells?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
Oh, except for the signature spell, right?
yeah, he's proper signature.
Yep.
So, High Elf Infantry is looking awesome. High Elf Dragons have Impetuous, and Steve hates that. Reavers don't have reserve move, and I hate that with everything that I am.
It's okay. You're bringing just a whole army of Sea Guard anyways.
Yeah. I actually think that's true. I think the fact that the Reavers can get was a scout, I think it was.
Does fight first and fight last counter each other?
Yes.
Okay, so if you bring the Frostheart Phoenix against me and I have fight first somewhere, I can. Do you just fight at initiative?
Yeah. But fight first is actually quite rare.
But forcing someone to have fight last is pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frostheart Phoenix, I think, is probably worth it.
I'm over here stewing on all the things I wouldn't have done anyway, but I wanted to bring an army of dragons. But they're all impetuous. I hate the impetuous rule.
It's the old Space Wolves Blood Claw.
No, I actually feel worse for the Empire Pistoliers having impetuous than anything in the High Elf book. Because the things that have impetuous in this book are going to be fine in combat, so it's not that big. It sucks.
Except for Pistoliers.
But the Pistoliers who have it in the Empire, I feel worse for them than the High Elf stuff. I hate impetuous. Let me just double check that I remember this rule correctly. Nah, I know I am. That's High Elves, everybody. Impetuous sucks. High Elf Infantry? Oh, they're good.
They're going to be difficult to deal with.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. There are plenty more just like it ready for you to watch right now. All the names you see flying by right now are the Rock Jocks and Peak supporters, our channel members that do help support the channel a little bit more than the average member. Think about joining the channel. It does help us keep making these videos.